Hello. Thank you for joining me today to learn about entering costs in Genesis R&D. Costs can be entered at the ingredient level and viewed and overridden at the recipe level. And I'm going to show you how this works. For this example, I have an ingredient, bananas, open. So I'll scroll to cost. Here, I double-click on the ingredient to open the cost screen, and then enter in the cost per item. In this case, it's 69 cents per pound. So I type in 0.69 per 1 and select pound. The program doesn't show currency options because you just assume that it's the currency you normally work with. Now save and close out of that ingredient. You would do the same for other ingredients as necessary, so we can see how that looks at the recipe level. All of the ingredients in this recipe have had costs associated with them. So to see the costs, right-click on the recipe and select Display Columns. Check Cost and click OK. Now you see here the cost per each item. The beauty of Genesis R&D is that you can enter cost per pound or whatever measurement, and the program will convert it to each or cup or any additional measurement that the ingredient has associated with it. So again, what you see here are the total costs for each ingredient based on their measurements, not necessarily based on what was entered, because you remember we entered pounds for bananas, but here it's showing for each. If necessary, you can override the total cost by going to Edit Recipe and selecting Cost here. I'm not going to override it in this example though. So I'll close out of that, and now you may want to see the total cost and per serving cost for the whole recipe. You can do so by going to the Home ribbon and selecting My Preferences. On the General screen, under Display, check Show Cost. Click OK. You can also see the per serving costs for each ingredient. So one way to do that is to open the spreadsheet report, which shows the per serving breakdown of each nutrient, depending on whatever list of nutrients you have selected. Generally, cost isn't included in the default lists, so you'll have to go to the home page and select Nutrients to View. Modify. Click Edit, scroll over here to Cost and add it. Now click OK and save this list using Save As. I'm going to name it something that indicates the cost is included here. Click Save, click OK, and go back to the spreadsheet report, scroll to the end, and then you'll see the per serving cost of each ingredient. That concludes this tutorial. Thank you.